Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2, following my career, Farquar Freight. You join me just outside Warsaw in a small little town village, I think is what it was called. We've picked up these pipes. We collected or started the pipe contract at the end of the last episode because it was the only job heading in the direction I want to go, and we are going to a place called Gavspil, which I think could be like in Estonia or somewhere like that, because we wanted to go up to that sort of northeastern part of Europe where we've never been. So let's get on with it. Let's go. It's good to be back in the truck. This is our first recording since my little break, little family vacation. We'll not get into that too much right now. I've done 2 runs on my other profile, just to sort of get into the swing of things. Completely different truck, different side of the road, and now I'm sitting in a truck that's supposed to be in the UK, and yeah, on the wrong side of the road. Let's see if we can get out before this truck gets here.
Turn left.
So some changes to the series and how we're working. We are still Farquar Freights. But we have joined a VTC, a virtual trucking company, and all our trips are now going to be logged under the SD Logistics Trucking Company. SD Logistics belongs to good friend of the channel member, Dad. He started his VTC from me recording this about 2 days ago. So by the time this comes out, probably about 2-3 weeks ago. My two sort of practice runs that I did yesterday, they went on the VTC as well. So I've got 2 jobs already logged in under that. Now, since we need to be driving a little more professionally, and I need less of a lead foot whilst driving, the truck limiter has now been turned on. Because if we were driving for a company, we would have a limiter fitted. So we do have a limiter fitted. We cannot go above, I think, 56 miles an hour. I think that's the max speed. It's been a while since we've run with the limiter. So that is something else we've got to bear in mind. I'm gonna have to be a good boy, and try not to speed. One of my 2 already went down as a race trip, and we went 55 for most of it. So I need to be careful. I don't want no race runs. We want to do everything sort of as it should be. This is I think it's about a 12.5 hour trip. I have set us a stop point after 6 hours. It's just outside of a place called, I think it's called Kunis.
Right.
So we'll be able to rest there. We should still have enough time on the job to deliver it. We've already lost about an hour on the job because I picked it up early and obviously hadn't set off with it, and then messed around, got the screenshot, and did me chatting and fiddled with me map. But yeah, we need to drive safer, so we want no more speeding fines, no more traffic infringements, as it were. I've already had 1 fine for traffic lights, and that was because the AI got stuck just outside of Plymouth. There's a roundabout just outside of Plymouth, and the AI, although we had green on for us to enter the roundabout, the light in front of us for those on the roundabout obviously was red, and the cars and the trucks in front of me that all wanted to go straight on the roundabout kept stopping at our light to instead of getting on the roundabout. So we never moved forward. So I had to just give them a friendly nudge just to make sure I could get out on my next run, because I was off to Spain. I had quite a trip to do, and had to catch my ferry. So, yeah, I gave them a little nudge. I did a nice gentle nudge to push them out so they would then trigger to do what they need to do. But in doing so, I rolled the red. So the next time the light went round, it triggered me as being over. And I got like £550 fine on that. I think it comes up as like €660 fine, because I think it all comes through in euros, I'm not sure, on truck books. I know everything comes up in kilometres, and I haven't got a clue about that. Everyone's out harvesting. Always good to see. So we'll need to be focusing more on the road and less on what is going on around us. But it's going to be good. At the minute, there are no truck skins, no trailer skins or anything like that. But I may go back to the looking to create Farquar Freight truck skins and then put the SD Logistics logo on it. I'll try and remember to leave a link to Simudad's new Discord that is for the SD Logistics VTC. I'll leave a link to his Discord down in the description if you want to come and join us and have some fun with that. It's very casual. He started one up because, like, in trying to join a VTC, there was just a lot of things being demanded that players do. And as he rightly says, ultimately this is a game. And for some people who maybe don't play any other games, or don't go to work, or don't have family, perhaps 5, 8, 10,000 miles a month is easy. For those that have lots of other things going on but still want to be part of a VTC, that's not always doable. Like, sometimes for some people they only maybe get on a couple of times, and you say, oh well, then they don't need a VTC, but they want to be part of a community. They want to, you know, compare and maybe work towards goals. So that's sort of what he's done. There's no minimums. You drive when you can. You drive as realistically as you can. I'm driving a bit quick here. And yeah, have fun, join the community, and it's more of a community thing. And as you'll have gathered from me and my channel, and what I try and do here, and what I try and do on my Discord, community is more important than anything else. And you know, that's why myself and Simudad get on quite well, because we're of the same kin in that sense. We're not necessarily the same personality, but we are of the same kin. That, you know what, it's the community part is what's important. It's meeting the people, talking and sharing. And as he often says, you know, it's part of it. His favourite part of getting on my multiplayer servers is that he's on there and he can just get lost in conversation, chat with people the other side of the world at silly o'clock in the morning, and that it's not necessarily the farming that you're there for, it's the people and the chatting and the catching up, and suddenly 3 hours, 4 hours have gone by and your missus is moaning at you because you never go to bed. That is the life of an international multiplayer. So yeah, that's why we are part of SD Logistics. We are continuing on the community from what I've grown and bringing it to what he's looking to grow and do. And as you all should know by now with me, I'm all up for supporting other content creators and helping them to grow, and hopefully this will help him as well. Great guy. He puts a lot of effort into what he does. Everything, you know, I like to play games. Simudad likes to research and get things right. And if you come and join like the Discords, my Discord, his Discord, because they're sort of overlapping at the minute with information as people drift over to the VTC part for him. He's always looking for the right information for like trucks and for doing skins, like the different registration numbers, what the letters mean, what the numbers mean, where they go, what order, where should they be placed on the truck, like not just slapping them down, like in the right location, because we have a couple of guys that drive trucks in the US, and he likes to do a lot of US trucking. And you know, that's the sort of detail he gets into, and he likes to run with the most realistic of fuel prices and fuel consumptions and stuff like that. So he likes to know if, you know, 90 cents on the mile is good, and when it goes up to like $1.05, $1.10, $1.15 on a mile for payments, is that good? Fuel prices, are these realistic? And like, he's researching it all the time, and he does the same with his farming. He had a little flutter on Green Valley, Nebraska, and he spent a lot of time researching about Nebraska farming and what they do, and the machinery and the crops and the times and sales and prices and stuff like that. And he's done the same on MS Modern's latest map, in the sense of he's been looking into a little bit for his one of his, I say his last, it's the last one that I watched. I think he's got a new one coming out. Yeah, but he looked into forestry, and he spent a lot of time looking into the mods and the information he can get from a modder that creates forestry equipment, that does forestry maps, and knows a little about it IRL. And he went and he learned about that just for that episode, pretty much. And you know, that's, if you like that sort of dedication in your content creator, then go check out SimuDad, please. He's a great guy. So yeah, that's what we do. That's what we're doing here. We are now under the umbrella of another company. We may look to add the skin to it.
Turn right.
Ooh. Yep. Still got a sticky accelerator. We'll use our handbrake. Hopefully that'll keep us safe. So we roll into the back of a bus. No, thank you. So I think we set out about 9:30. So does that bring us around about 3 o'clock for our stop? I think. Something like that. What we got going on here, people? I haven't got time to be sitting in traffic. Let's see if I can get in that other lane. There's no one coming. See, this is where you get let down sometimes. What is the incident? Are they all funneling into one and there's been an accident? Is that what's going on? Let's have a little look. Yeah. This may be a reset the traffic jobby. See what we can do. So we grab a little screenshot of that though. That's alright, isn't it? There we are. That'll do us. And just like that, the traffic is gone. I don't know what was going on there. They didn't even have to file and filter in. They just had an accident. These things happen. I suppose I better get back over there. Try and get back up to speed a little bit. Oh, we're filing in now. Just playing in the lanes. We are back to traditional MrFarquar, pissing about jumping lanes. Oh, there's been something going on. Oh, a bit of tree felling. Watch your speed, mate. Watch your speed. We'll set cruise at 41, I think. We'll just take it easy. We haven't used cruise much either. So since we're going to be watching our speed, so you set your cruise and then you hit a little bit downhill and you still end up going too quick. Yeah, but since we've got to watch our speed a little bit more and be a bit more controlled with our driving now going forwards, the cruise control might come out. Give my little toes a rest. That's another way of getting out and enjoying the looks, seeing how it all goes. One less thing to focus on and worry about. Yeah, I think something that Super Dad was talking about, I'm not sure if it was like on one of our multiplayers or in one of the Discords, was like the speed limit thing here in Europe and mainly in the UK and on the European continent. That you don't seem to have that in the US. I play a bit of American Truck Simulator, obviously, but yeah, you seem to be able to go as quick as your truck will go sometimes. There is a speed limiter on there though, but you don't seem to get as bollocked as much if you go over it. I don't know. I might be talking out my arse, but I'm sure there's a difference. I'm sure there is. Depends on your load, I guess. Depending on your actual cargo weight, which is what it's supposed to be here. But I feel like you just get universally limited no matter what on Euro Truck. Still not 100% on what country it was we were travelling to. I'm sure it's something like Estonia.
Keep left.
Keep left. Right, yo. Staying on track, brother. Keeping on a choo-choo. I am contemplating bringing music into these as well. I think I've done so many now where I'm just chatting utter cods. So, yeah, we might start bringing some background music.
Keep left.
Find some different stuff. As always, I want to try and get back to streaming again. It's so disappointing how little I get to stream sometimes. But it's just how it works. It's just how it works. I try and run 2 YouTube channels, which for someone with such little time is insane. Obviously, Starfield is out now. Last episode of Starfield went out. It is out now. I've been absolutely loving that, and I've been putting the hours in on that one. I'm not gonna lie, I put the hours in on that one. Considering we went away for a week,
Right.
sort of. It's. I think I must be pushing 50 hours, and it's the 12th. I got early access, but I only had 3 days of early access because we went away.
Turn right.
We came back on the 10th, so I think I'm pushing some hours for that short period of time that I've had. But I am absolutely loving Starfield. Anyone that's not enjoying it probably doesn't know what a Bethesda RPG is supposed to be, or is just playing it wrong. Just playing it wrong. I just don't understand. I am having so much fun. I have hardly touched the main story. If you don't watch it, obviously it's on my other channel if you want to watch it. But I've hardly touched the main quest for Constellations. I've just done the minimum to get going and opening up the world. And in fact, you don't even have to do as much as I did to start opening up the map. You can just, you know, as soon as you get that ship, you just do what you like. And yeah, I've gone off. I've been considering your sort of your main base that you go to for Constellation is in New Atlantis in Alpha Centauri. I've spent a bit of time back in the Sol system, and I've spent a lot of time on Mars actually, doing jobs either on Mars or for Martians and people there. He must have a greater limiter than me. I need to get around him. Although I had to slow down for that car. I'll stay here anyway because we'll filter over. See if I can get up beside him before we filter. Come on, no. It's not gonna happen, is it? Oh, I gotta go right. That's telling me I need to pull left. Mate, in yellow car. Oh, you absolute turd of a human. You absolute turd. So anyway, yeah, been to Mars, and I've unwittingly, become like executive assistant to a mining company.
At the roundabout,
I've
take the second exit.
been committing fraud. I've gone and done an insurance job and hidden the evidence of an affair for a local governor. I then went off
Exit now.
and accidentally ended up in jail for like, I think 6 months, 4 months. Did 4 months in jail by accident because I struggled with a contraband. Excuse me. I'll try and remember to edit that out. I think I've got COVID again. I think I'm actually dying. We're in the middle of a bloody tropical heat wave in September, and I think I have COVID. I think I've somehow become really ill. Oh, no.
Rerouting.
I will go round it. Yeah, so I ended up, and I that was the first real bug out of the game I found. That when they took me to jail, they didn't take the contraband off my ship. So once I got to go out and get back in my ship, I got caught with contraband again, and I had to figure out how to sort that out myself. But that wasn't a biggie. It was near the end of an episode anyway, so we got to go and explore that planet or that city anyway, a lot more, which just showed the extent and size of it, which was crazy. And yeah, I've done so much. I forget what I've done already, but I've done so much. I've acquired many jobs and many roles already.
Keep right.
Just recently I did a little bit of in-between episode exploring, and I found something pretty cool on the moon. All I want to say is go to the moon and do some exploring. I found some cool stuff under the surface of the moon. It was almost like when you go under into the mines on Oblivion and Skyrim. It looked awesome. It was a proper little nod to that sort of thing. Oh yeah, a second time I got caught with some contraband, and I got taken in by an organisation called the United Colonies Systems Defence, the UC SysDef, and I'm currently working. This is, by the way, I'm not going to do spoiler alerts. There will be spoilers when I talk about my game that I'm playing. You should be watching it. Yeah, and I'm currently been put in a position where I'm undercover with the Crimson Fleet, which is a fleet of pirates. This is our rest point. Seems a little early, but we've just gotten here in good time, I think, considering I faff about a lot.
Please make a U-turn when possible.
So I guess the second half of our journey is going to be under the cover of darkness. Yep, lights off, handbrake on, engine off, and sleep. All early hours for the last bit. Oh, engine on. Bum bum bum. There we go. Lights, cameras, action. Just give me accelerator to stop doing what I want to do. Right. No one coming out behind. Are you right, love? She's not happy. Nothing new there, is it, sweetheart? Right. There we go. Yeah, so I'm undercover for like a government agency and doing some crazy stuff there, and like the options and choices that you're getting are really good. Like, there is so much. Like I say, people who are saying they're bored, I just don't know what they're doing. I think they're just flying around and thinking all you can do is scan. Like, they're just flying to planets and scanning, and that's all they're doing. I've barely scratched ship construction. I've expanded on my ship a little bit. I need more money to be able to really get a better ship. That's what I need to do. I need to get more money. I've not done any outpost building at all, and that's what I need to do, I think, to start to get some money. So that's where I'm going to go in some future episodes. By the time this episode comes out, we'll be like another 20 episodes on from the stuff that I'm talking about now, so not really spoiling anything if you're following my content. If you're not, well, you know, this is what I'm doing. Yeah, I mean, there's a chap that I enjoy watching streaming, and he has a YouTube channel as well. He does a lot of horror content, a lot of indie horror content, but he likes role-playing games, he likes RPGs. And he recently played Sky of Stars? Stars of Sky? I forget what it's called. It's on my list of games that I want to play. I might even play it by the time this comes out. Yeah, he played that just before he played Starfield. And he said, like, and this is like a legitimate reason as well. I get people who say this, like, it makes sense. He says that game, for its RPG elements, for its story, for its characters, that spoiled Starfield for him. Because he played a game that was so rich in individual characters and getting to know them and everything about them and that world, that little RPG was what he wants from an RPG. So then when he played Starfield, he felt like he wasn't getting that connection. And that's fine. But I will say to other people as well that you have to remember that's not the same sort of game. That is not a Bethesda RPG. It's all about you. And everyone else is sort of along for the ride. Their stories are there, and you can explore them, but they're not necessary, and can sometimes seem a little bit... what's the term for it? Is that inconsequential? I think that's the word. I think that's what I'm after. If not, I just made one up. So yeah, because you have that choice of discovering everything and anything. So the game has to be open enough that you can get to the end without doing anything for anyone else. Or you could do everything for everyone else and then get to the end. In the same way as... Oh, I'm going too quick. Am I going too quick? No, we've got 56. We've actually got a motorway. Try and bring our average down. We'll go 51. So yeah, you can do what you like. But you can go off and just learn about base building and outpost building and mining and fracking and all that good juicy stuff. And do nothing but that. What are we doing? Dude. Mate. Dangerous. Dangerous people. Right. And you could just do that and just complete entrepreneur. That can be your thing. Entrepreneur. We go back over.
Keep right, and then exit right.
We're coming off. Just give them little tips to let them know we're coming off. So yeah, I'm a massive fan. I did have someone try and tell me that No Man's Sky was better because it doesn't have load screens. I'm like, you didn't play much No Man's Sky. The game has load screens, you just don't notice it. Because they're animated, they're done differently. And the number of people that try and compare No Man's Sky and Elite Dangerous or even Star Citizen, like, they're not even the same sort of game. They really aren't. One's an action RPG set in space. Elite Dangerous is basically a space flight simulator. No Man's Sky It's just an open sandbox. You know, and Star Citizen isn't even released. It's still in alpha. You know what I mean? You gotta pay like 100 quid for an alpha version of that game. And then I find that I regularly remind people that it's took 7 years for No Man's Sky to be as good as it is. Now, I love No Man's Sky. I'm one of those weird freaks that liked No Man's Sky when it first came out and was empty anyway. Because I like just exploring. I like that. That's what space is. Like, space is empty. So empty. There's nothing out there. It is why it's called space. You know, there's something like 0.000000000. Yeah. 0.0000002% of the universe has something in it. That's how empty it is. And people complain that space games feel empty. No Man's Sky is too full. It's got too much in it. Elite Dangerous is a better space simulator, for sure. But that has load screens when you jump.
Turn right.
Just, oh, you have to have a load screen when you jump. Yeah. You got to load in. You got to load in a whole solar system. In Elite Dangerous, you load in another galaxy, like, and then another solar system because you jump. It's exactly the same. It's just it's done in a different manner. I have also seen people do like reference videos of how long it takes. I just think they've got really crap PCs because mine takes
Keep right.
barely a second or two to load, and like these guys are waiting like 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 10 seconds for load screens. And like mine don't take that long. I'm in and out. And all these things, there's already mods to shorten down. There is a mod I'd like for the inventory, your inventory. Some people call it your inventory. My brother calls it his inventory, and he's 37, I think. Yeah, in your inventory, the boxes and the text is quite fat and chunky, and you don't get a lot on screen. There is a mod that thins that out and shortens it down. We've gone a bit quick. That thins that out and shortens it down. So, but when I do a second playthrough and I'm not worried about trying to, get achievements and stuff, I might try and get that one installed just so I can have better inventory management. There we go. I put my foot down again now. There are mods that completely There are mods that completely remove the load screen and that 1 second wait when you have to press to jump, like you hold the key, whether it be a button on your controller or a key on your keypad, or whether you're holding it with your mouse. Anyway, you have to hold it to engage it. There's a mod out that cuts that time down by like 50%. If it really wears on you that much that you have to wait for that little yellow bar to fill to engage. It's just to make sure that you really want to jump. It gives you that time of, oh, actually, no, I want to check, I want to do something. It's that. Because if it weren't there, people would jump and do stuff and fly away to the wrong planet, no doubt, and then they'd complain that, there's no backing out once I've confirmed that I must go. So people complain no matter what. But like I said, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I've had one bug where I've had to reload my save, and I had to roll it back like 10 minutes. That was all. Roll back 10 minutes. That was the last time I had saved. And it was just because, and it was actually a bug. It was a thing that would come out from under the ground. I had to kill it, and it buries itself every now and then. And it buried itself, and it moved itself to like under the building that I was standing next to. So it didn't come back up when it was supposed to come back up. And I tried to tempt it out a few times, didn't work, reloaded it, and everything was fine. But the game auto saves on a regular basis. There's quick saves. I need to sort that out as well. Get myself a quick save button.
And then exit right.
But yeah, as you can tell, I've been absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it. Yes, some of the
Get ready to turn left.
citizens of certain... Oh no, not another one. Come on, people. This is how they feel when I crash all the time, isn't it? That rat's hit someone again. Kaunas. That's where we've come from. 70, I guess that's in kilometres, isn't it? 74 kilometres. That lady on the bus. I love that you can see the people on the bus. Alright. Who knows if we don't stop? Hey, who knows? I've stopped. What's he doing? You going straight on? You're indicating? I think everyone turns left here.
Get ready to turn left.
I'm not sure. By the time this comes out, Spider-Man 2 might be out as well. I've got Spider-Man and I've got Spider-Man Miles Morales on PC, and I haven't played them yet. How bad is that? And I love a superhero. Oh, sorry about my head. Hookmerge. Anyway, I think we have discovered Hookmerge. Yes, smash. Oh yeah, probably not. Let's not do that. Oh, that's nice and tight. That's what she said. Right. Let's just carry on, shall we? Let's just drive on. How are we for job time anyway? Because I did have that nap. We've got 3 hours. Oh, we've got an hour spare. Look at that. A whole hour spare. So I'll go a little bit slower to bring my average speed down, so then it's not a speed run. Although I'm still going too quick. There we go. 30. There's no rush. There's no rush, MrFarquar. Well, it's like a 45-minute video. People don't like hanging around for more than 5 minutes.
Go straight.
I don't know. I think that's why my one of many reasons why my Starfield content isn't maybe doing as well as I'd hope it would, is because I'm putting out hour-long episodes. Sometimes they're longer than an hour. Oh, last night the episode was like nearly 2 hours long because I was just enjoying what I was doing and I lost track of time. And I'm not going to cut that up. But you know what? It's I think that's the only way you can fit it all in. I don't have a massive production like some people have. There's a chap. Some of you may know him, some of you won't know of him at all. He's called Kill Carnage. He has awesome gameplay content. He's a streamer with a YouTube channel, or he's a YouTuber with a stream channel, I don't know. But he streams on Twitch. But while he's streaming on Twitch, he also uploads a video every 30 minutes without stopping stream. So I just think he must have a team of editors that are all recording the stream, and like at 30 minutes someone cuts theirs, does whatever editing is needed, thumbnail, process it, uploads it, and there's someone else still recording, and then at that 30 minutes, the next 30 minutes, that person then cuts, edits and uploads, and that whilst someone else is still recording, and then edits and uploads. And like, there must be a team to do that, because I don't know how he does that. Like, get it to cut while he's streaming and edit and upload, like as an automated thing. But yeah, if you're interested in Let's Plays, gameplay content, or streams. Like I say, he does everything live on Twitch. And go check out Carnage. I've been following him for years. It was all I could do to not watch his Starfield as he was doing it while I was getting mine installed and stuff. So, yeah, another person. I mean, he doesn't need me to shout him out. Christ almighty, I think he's got like 10 million Facebook followers and about 1 billion Twitch subscribers. So, yeah, all the other way around. But yeah, he's great. But as I was sitting there, and you just get the little, because I get notifications for him like every 30 minutes. Carnage has uploaded a new video. Carnage has uploaded a new video, and it is just the constant flow from his streams, so they can be watched later. But because if that was all one stream, like 10-hour upload, obviously they really don't get watched, and you don't get the retention, so things kill. So that is clever because you get the full stream up, and you don't have to worry about viewer retention because it's only 30 minutes. But you can only do that when you are so big that you can afford to pay for people to do stuff. Or unless you're magic and know how to set stuff up. And considering I struggle with the most basic of technologies, that's not something I do. Or imagine I will ever be able to do. And it's not the same as with streaming on Twitch and then clicking at the end, upload in 15-minute segments. Although you could do that, upload it in 15-minute segments. That would work. But he's still streaming live. That's the thing. He is still streaming live, and the videos are going out. I think that's awesome. Awesome way of doing it. Get a little bit of poke. Oh, get a little bit of poke on, and we're coming off.
Turn right.
We are turning right. Oh, this is it. That is our signpost for, what's it called again? I forget. I don't think this truck has like the automatic indicator off. I'm sure all the others did. Dugavpils. Third time, Dugavpils. There we are. You gotta say it 3 times. Them's the rules. There we go, 46. No mad rush. No mad rush, mate. We'll still end up... Oh, 30, because this road works. See what I mean? Dude, you didn't give me a chance to... Oh, it said 30, when I'd done 19. That's going to catch me out. Oh, dear, I'm going to get a reprimand at this rate. Why say 30 if you want me to do 19? That was nearly as bad as when we were out in the Middle East, and we had to keep dropping down like 6 miles an hour all the time. I don't think we'll be going back out there again. That was like a year ago anyway. Those were wild days out in the Middle East. Great expansion. ProMods really did a really nice job of that. But it's such a ball ache to traverse with having to slow down for checkpoints, and like I said at the time, no doubt it is really like that for people who live there, because they live under such conditions and such threat of attack all the time. Like every car is getting checked at checkpoints every so many miles down the same road. Madness. Absolute madness. But yeah, as beautiful as it was. I mean, we went to Egypt and we did that massive bridge, didn't we? That was crazy. Yeah, I just felt like for its beauty, it wasn't worth the hassle of what it was to drive around and get about. Maybe one day we'll go back. I don't know. I'd have to purchase the latest. You don't have to purchase it, by the way. You can download ProMods for free. I'll have to pay for it. It's only $1. $1 or €1. It's like 89p for ProMods to get the fast downloads. So I always pay for the fast download. I think I I haven't looked. I think the latest version is now out
Get ready to turn
at the time of me recording this. But I'm going to wait. I'm still running an old version of Euro Truck to go with
Turn left.
2.56, I think it is, on ProMods. But I might run these two versions until is it Eastern Baltics, that the next DLC for ETS. So I'm gonna keep running this until that update comes out, and then ProMods updates for that DLC. Because if not, I'll update, and there's already another update that's in between the DLC that's planned as well. I see on the homepage, so that would probably require another ProMods update. So then eventually just sort of keep falling behind. That's where is that? It's not Austria, is it? Where are we where are we leaving? Where are we coming into? You have arrived in. Come on, where am I? You have arrived in. Why doesn't it tell me where I've arrived? I don't know. I need to find it out,
ready to turn left.
because I need to put my flag in my thumbnail.
Turn left.
This has been a long trip. So if you are still here with me, if you are still hanging about, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate those that stick with me for a full episode. Few and far between over here, a full episode watcher. I think only around about 35% of my views go the full distance on any of my videos. It's not like just the trucking. Only about 35% of people watch a whole video over here. If people told me why they didn't watch full videos, I'd probably change the way I do it. But feedback is quite often few and far between as well. It's been quite a flat journey, hasn't it? We haven't had much undulation. We haven't had many hills or anything.
Go straight and then turn right.
Or turn right
Turn right.
and then carry on. Considering I got excited about that signpost that I thought was pointing me in the direction I needed to go, a good 3 miles back now, I'm surprised we've not arrived. Oh. Alright. We will do. We're not. We've got 2 hours to deliver it, and we've got 59 minutes. We're 59 minutes away. As long as they give us an easy drop-off, it shouldn't take too long. Oh, this is a pretty cool bridge, isn't it? Just going to take the middle of the road for a second. Look at that. The detail on that. That's awesome. I like that.
Get ready to turn left.
Bridges often interest me.
Turn left.
I like the technical part of it, the structural design. It's just... when you get these big ones, I think they're mad. Like recently when we went away, we went over the Humber Bridge near Hull, over the River Humber, and it's a good size for the UK. It's a good size suspension bridge. I just think it's mad. Just the 2 big pillars, and the whole bridge just hangs off it.
Keep right.
On the way back, I did have a quick Google to see how tall it was. It sits 33 metres above the water, which didn't seem a lot, and I believe was 155 metres tall, which again doesn't seem a lot, but when you're standing next to it or driving under it, it certainly felt bigger. Mate, you have to wait your turn. They're going to have an accident. I hate junctions where you have to turn in front of the cars, whereas it's better if you do the more of the dancing turn where you invert on each other rather than cross in front of each other. Personally, from my driving experiences, I'd rather go around the vehicle rather than hope that that person's not going to drive into me head on. Just going to have a little sip of coffee because my voice is going to go again. Oh, he was impatient. He went round me. Nuts.
Get ready to turn right.
He's like, I ain't having none of that, MrFarquar. Get out of the road.
Turn right.
That's our road sign. We are on the right path. We're nearly there. 58 minutes. I mean, there's a bit of this recording that won't be there because it'll be the edited out bit at the start and to get ready. So the episode ain't going to be quite that long, but we're gonna have a good hour on this trip. We haven't done an hour-long trucking video in a while. Although I think when I had my little break from my back, I think when we came back, my second or third one was an hour long, and that felt long. This one hasn't felt long. I think we're... No, we're not. I was going to say, I think we're probably speeding again, but we're not. Makes you wonder what I'm looking at, doesn't it, when we're driving along and I don't notice how fast we're going. But I'm looking out the windshield. Out of the windscreen. Not the window screen, as some people call them. That's not what they're called. Love it. Window screen. Oh. Can't see now, any fat heads in the way. Right. Nice little town. Oh yeah. Just turn it to my son for a little bit then. He makes that noise a lot. I must make it a lot because he now makes it a lot. And he does a little finger point with it. Oh yeah. The winner. I'll probably tell you a little bit more stories about him in my next episode. Because he has been a right little monster lately. God blimey. It's been the summer holiday of hell, I tell you. This is coming out close to October anyway, but yeah. Recording it at the start of September.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Coming in here. How are we for time? Oh, we got 46
Turn
minutes, so we're
left.
4 minutes away. Our dispatcher got panicked, but we were running late when we weren't. Nice little church over there. This is proper Eastern Europe, isn't it? Who's your daddy? Love. Oh, we're off. Stop pissing about. Oh, go on, put your foot down. Oh, we're having trouble getting going now. What's going on? Perhaps we need to do a little bit of maintenance. Easy park, easy park. Let's have a look. Oh, I can't see one marked up. Come on, easy parking, easy parking.
Turn left.
Just let's slide right in. Big turn, big turn.
Here we are.
Here we are, lad.
Safe and sound.
Yeah, wasn't too bad. What did we get fined for? Speeding, wasn't it? GLS. Oh, Global Logistics Services. GLS. Right. We're in. Bad boy for life. Get that decoupled. Turn the engine off if I can. 484 miles, 23 hours and 39 minutes. We did the job with about 40 minutes to spare, which was beautiful. 14 grand in the bank. Pushing on for level 26. Continue, eh? And I thought we'd have a little look today at our career statistics, because it's not anything I've done before. Total mass delivered, nearly 2,500 ton. Total deliveries, done 134 deliveries in this career. In how many episodes? How many episodes have we done? This is probably like 85, 86. It might be more than that. Company served 64. We're not getting about much, are we? Although, you know, if I told you I'd served 64 men, probably be a little bit slutty, wouldn't it? Depots served 153. That's a very small amount. We need to get about a lot more. Most common delivery is our used packaging. We do a lot of recycled delivery. Delivery ratings, 122 are of excellent, good work, 3 late, 3 satisfactory, 1 reasonable, 0 tolerable, 0 damage, and 0 reckless. Which is quite surprising. I'm sure we rolled a truck once, at least at the beginning. Perhaps that was a reasonable one. Accomplishments on time, 131 out of 134. That's not bad. Undamaged, 124. Special transports 4. 14% of the map explored. 140 cities. 35 countries. So we have visited a lot of the countries. So that's good. A very small amount of truck dealers and recruitment agencies have been triggered. Only hit 1 viewpoint and 0 photo trophies. I got a photo trophy on a journey I did to Spain, the one I was talking about earlier, but that was on my other profile, and we got, I think it's called the Bhutan Centre in Spain. So in Santander, I got a trigger of that, but that was obviously on the other profile. 6 trucks. Truck types used for jobs, 16. So that's on the quick jobby ones. Most used is the MAN TGX Euro 6. So our first truck is still our most used truck. I think because we've jumped a few times now. Total driven distance, 37,000 miles. On duty, 35. So I've done, what, 2,500 miles not on duty. Garages, drivers, trailers. Real time spent, 77 hours. It's not very much. Game time spent, 106 days. So we're still in our first year of trucking. Although, this is probably coming up to our 3rd year of trucking. Or is it coming up to our 2nd year of trucking? We're in our 2nd year of trucking. But on the channel, anyway. But yeah, that's pretty good. 18 traffic violations. Total penalty fees, 13,000, nearly 14 grand. Mental. Red light violations 2, speeding is 10, and 6 crashes. Let's be honest. Who thought that might be more? I did. Oh, in the last 2 weeks. That's not for my entire career. That's the last 2 weeks. Oh dear. That's not good. That's not good. When you then put that into however many weeks that is. And we get to see a complete delivery log, which is crazy. That's a lot. Cars, lamb stomachs, concrete beams, salt spices, iron pipes. What was our very first? Outdoor floor tiles, tracks, wheat, dairy milk. That was when we went to Ireland. Was that when we went to Ireland? Nope. When did we go to Ireland? Must have been a while. Wexford, Londonderry. There it was. Wheat, ketchup. I need to get back to Ireland. That was nice. But that is another day, another job in the bag, another delivery for Farquar Freights under the banner, under the umbrella of SD Logistics. Again, there should be a link down below to SD Logistics. Come and join in with the banter. There'll be a link to my Discord as well. Come and join in with that. And a link to my variety channel if you're interested in any of this babble about Starfield or anything else that I play. Over on MrFarquar Plus is where I put that stuff. Come check us out, give us a follow, it all helps. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. If you have, give it a big fat thumbs up down below. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell notification on, find out when new videos go live. As always, comments and feedback down there. Hopefully COVID doesn't kill me off and I can keep putting out content. If not, there may be a break in content while I die on the sofa again. You have a wonderful day. Hopefully I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye.